State your name for me.
Sandra Seier.
And Jeffrey Samson.
So I'm Judy Shields with the Holler Times. I want to talk to you about the film festival and how long you've been coming. And I see that you have Spotlight Pass, which is like, tell the audience what that means.
So the Spotlight Pass gives you extra sort of access to special events, and you also get to enter the theaters a little more directly. But we get to attend the gala party after the premiere.
And we get to walk the red carpet on opening night, which is fabulous.
Oh, how fun is that? How long have you two been coming?
Since I think 2018 was our first year.
And where do you come from?
We live in the Bay Area,
San
Francisco.
Near San Francisco.
So I see you got this great bag. We took a picture. Tell me a little bit about that bag you're carrying around.
Okay, so because we drove, we didn't know what to expect our first year. Thought we're going to need something to carry snacks, food, and drinks because we didn't know if we would have time ever. And it's a nice canvas bag that we found here at the farmers market in LA. And we decided to grab a couple of Sharpies, so we started asking people that we would run into in the hallway, and everyone's been very kind. So we've now got probably 40 different signatures.
So tell us the most memorable story about one of the signatures you got.
Gosh. I would say our favorite one is Diane Baker, because we ran into her 3 different times that first year, and she said she really liked the bag, so we kind of jokingly told her we would have gotten you a bag had you told us, and of course we had no idea. And then we thought...
So we went to, it's a little plug for Monsieur Marcel at the farmers market. They have the best canvas bags. We went to look for one. We couldn't find the same one, but we got a similar one, and we presented it to her. I think it was last 2 years ago.
The following year after we had first seen her, we didn't come because the passes had sold out, and then COVID shut down the festival the next 2 years. So we waited patiently and handed her this bag, said, "We've waited 4 years to give you this bag." And she was so kind. She asked our name and we wrote in our contact info. I mean, that's surreal for us.
So this year we walked up to her after one of her presentations, and she immediately recognized us, gave us a big hug, and we're on first name basis with a pretty amazing actress. So very cool.
Well, that sounds like a really amazing thing this year. What else have you done that's outstanding to you for this year?
This year, well, I mean, the handprint ceremony for Jodie Foster was amazing. Jamie Lee Curtis introduced her, and just everyone seems so down to earth, and just like they're just kind of normal people, somewhat normal lives. And
at the handprint ceremony, you don't know who's going to come along with. And the other person I had no idea was there until she was introduced, Diana Nyad. And I had a chance to say hi and told her, "I remember watching you on the Mike Douglas show," and her face lit up. Mike Douglas, I haven't heard that name in decades. It brings back childhood memories. So it's really surreal to be around people that we've always admired. And they're very accessible here.
Yeah, that's what I like about them. I was here a couple of years back, and just, you'll see one of the celebrities walking around, and you're just like, you just say hi to them, and they like stop and talk to you like they know you.
So Lois Burwell, who is she's the makeup Academy Award winning makeup person, and we happened to run into her coming out of the multiplex, and we stood there and talked for a good 10 minutes, and fascinating person, and they're so kind and generous with their time. So don't be afraid to ask people, walk up to people and just say hi, and chances are they'll talk to you for a while.
And she signed the bag.
And she signed the bag, and a photo.
That's pretty cool. So what would you like to tell our listeners about why they should come to TCM Classic Film Festival?
Again, just meeting other people who have the same love of movies, Again, accessibility to people that you usually wouldn't have, and just hearing just interesting stories about their lives and their careers, and then just the camaraderie among the people who come. And every year it's so much fun to just meet people that you met the year before or a few years ago, and just it's a lot of fun.
I tell people it's a connection to our cultural past, that there are people who have signed this bag who are no longer with us, and once they're gone, they're gone. And I hate to say it, but movies today, when you look at the multiplex, remakes, sequels, there's hardly anything original. These people are original and very creative, and I think they really enjoy that people remember them and appreciate them. And that's what this festival is all about.
Yeah, we get to watch TCM at home. Who doesn't? Even if we're not really watching it, it's just amazing. But to be able to see these movies on the big screen, there's nothing like it. Do you agree with that?
I do. It's and most of the time we're seeing it from the front row because we want to be up close and personal for the presentations. But then watching the movie from the first row, that's interesting. But but it's just amazing, to see these wonderful films on the big screen. Yeah.
Comment?
Yeah. Again, being accessible, and you feel like you have somehow a connection that you didn't have and you wouldn't have had you not come to the festival, which is a remarkable thing. It's it's a gift, and the staff at TCM do a remarkable job at putting this whole thing together. We really appreciate everything they do.
Do you have a favorite host of the five that you like to watch, or their voice, anything about them?
I mentioned it would have been Ben Mankiewicz, but he still owes me money. So once he settles the account, then probably he's in there. But until then, it's got to be somebody else. I'll pick Alicia. Very kind.
I'm sorry, I missed the question.
Like, who is your favorite host of the five? Do you have one?
Oh, well, secret crush on Ben, of course, but I think Dave has become my favorite. He is so friendly. He meets, I don't know how many people every year, and we've also become on a fairly, friendly basis with him. So he's a sweetheart. So gotta say Dave.
Well, thank you, too, for taking the time talking to the Hollywood Time. We look forward to seeing you. We're all here in line waiting for Billy Dee Williams to sign a book that we're going to buy. What do you feel about that?
Very excited. So just looking forward to meeting Billy Dee and having a few words with him. So, yeah.
Right, the same thing. And again, goes back to what we had said, telling friends, you should come to this. Well, I don't know, I'm not as big a movie buff as you are. And said, Billy Dee Williams, where are you going to run into that guy? And everyone, you mean Lando? And I said, no, Gale Sayers from Brian's song. That's my memory to this guy, and I've always admired that. And here he is, still giving up his time to see the fans that really enjoy having access, which is great.
I have to say again, I have a huge crush on him. So I was here yesterday to see him not once but twice. Thank you both for talking with us.
Thanks so much for having us.
You're welcome.
Come to the festival.
Thank you.